Okay. Okay. Why aren't I up? Oh, there we go. I think so. I think that worked. Did that work? Why aren't I up? Why isn't my little guy up? Oh, there we go. Wrong page! Wrong page! I'm so smart. I got there though. Okay! It's Wednesday, my dudes. Deltarune! Deltarune happened. It's okay, chat. You can't spoil me. I speedran the game this morning to the afternoon. So don't worry. You can't spoil me. I've played the game, so nothing you will say will mind blow me. I even know what happens on the Snowgrave route. So you can't even do that. You fools. I'm already ahead of you. Maybe one day we'll play Deltarune on stream. Like when all of Deltarune is out, I'll play it, maybe? Like the whole thing, start to finish. I'll consider doing that maybe. As a little treat. And that's if I have the motivation, you know? But oh my god. Hi chat. I think I'm audible. I'm gonna do a real quick check to make sure I'm not talking to the void. I'm in fact not talking to the void. Excellent. I mean, I am talking to the void. No one's scared. That's okay. We're still here for the people who look back on this. Like me when I'm really old. Just old Espen looking at old streams being like, I remember. That'll be me in 30. Oh god. Just old Espen looking at old streams being like, I remember those days when I could play Stardew so well. I could still beat your ass in it. Now listen here, young Timmy. I can still beat you in Marvel Rivals. This is why, chat, I'm a great DM. Self-proclaimed great DM. Don't look too hard into it. I said don't look too hard into it. But anyways, my week was jam-packed with, can you guess, more art fight stuff. Crazy, I know. But you gotta believe me when I say that my thing was jam-packed with art fight. That is just what was happening, okay? But we finished ref sheets. That was exciting. I liked finishing ref sheets. What else? It was raining for the past 3 days, and now it's been sunny for the past 3 days. The great equalizer has happened, which is really nice. I really like the nice weather before it's gonna rain inevitably. We're getting another hit of rain. Methinks the El Nino is in full effect. That's what it's called, chat, by the way. Don't come at me for that. It is called the El Nino. Go look it up. It's a weather phenomenon. Hey, we talked about science. I love talking about science, honestly. I want to talk more about science because I know a lot of little science facts. Because of my dad. He's just like, did you know? And I'm like, I did not in fact know. And then I learn. I learneth a little bit. And maybe Chet can learneth a little bit too. That's what we hope for, you know? A little bit of learning. Talking about Deltarune more. I want to talk about Deltarune a little more. So if you've not played Deltarune, and you don't know what it's about, you should probably go do that, right now. Deltarune is from the same guy who made Undertale, and if you don't know what that is, I don't know how to help you. But you don't actually have to play Undertale to play Deltarune. You can play. I actually really like that about Deltarune is that you can play Deltarune without having to play Undertale. Now, obviously, I've played Undertale with a little bit of help with that, because when I played it, I was pretty young, and I couldn't quite do all the like bullet patterns on my own. I struggled with Metaton the most, and a little bit of thinking, policing Carter brain, undone. But I got there eventually, and I got the ending with his guidance, and it was really nice. I really liked the game. I really liked like the really cute and sweet moments, and then like the really nice serious moments. I think now that I'm older, I think I appreciate Undertale way more than I did when I was younger. Even when I was younger, I really liked it, but I think I like it a lot more now, especially because of Deltarune. But talking about Deltarune a little bit, yeah, Chapter 5 happened. That's exciting. 2 more chapters to go, which is crazy. I want to talk about the most crazy thing that happened in Chapter 5. I'm kidding. I actually am not going to say any spoilers. I'm going to try to avoid spoilers, because, like, I don't want someone to, like, accidentally watch this and like, point at me and then go, they gave me Deltarune spoilers, bad. Even though I said I'm going to be talking about Deltarune, so, like, but Deltarune, very cool game. I think the thing I like most about Deltarune is how, like, versatile the mechanics are. And a lot of people don't really understand what I mean when I say that. And I'm talking about, like, the act system specifically. Which is what it was from, like, Undertale, which is, like, you can act and you can do things, but it is so much more versatile in, Deltarune than it ever was in Undertale. That's not, like, a diss on Undertale, by the way. Like I said, I really like Undertale. But it's just, like, it feels like acting in Deltarune. I don't know, it feels, like, better. Also, the, like, whole mechanics feel better, I'm gonna be honest. All of Deltarune mechanics, I mean, hey, go figure. Better game, and better game equal better mechanics. But I just think they're a lot more polished, and again, like, that's not a diss on Undertale. It's important to know that, like, Undertale was, not a thing Toby was intending to make. Toby was intended to make Deltarune first, and then Undertale. Or sorry, not and then Undertale. Like, just Deltarune. But, like, he wasn't quite sure he could do it. But he had a bunch of asset stuff, so he just kind of decided to run with that. And that's why we got Undertale. And he's like said in, like, interviews before, he's like, he's happy that he made Undertale first because he learned a lot. And I can imagine, right? Game dev, you learn a lot about, like even, like, the game I'm playing right now, right? Like, I feel like Concerned Ape, like, I know he's not doing interviews anymore, but I feel like if I could ask him, like, some questions, it would be like, how has your process as a game developer changed over, like, after you made Stardew? Because I think that's, like, a really interesting question that not a lot of people ask, is because, like, your process does change, like, your whole thought process. Basically, like, I was talking about this last stream, how coding is its own language. And I feel like as you do game dev, your language slowly, like, evolves. You know what I mean? Like, when you first start your game, like, game deving, like, let's say you make a game, right? And then you're like, well, I've done that game, now it's time to make a new game, right? You decide to do that. But it's completely different from the last game you made. Feels completely different. And I like to think that's because, like, your whole, like, coding language has, like, changed and evolved with you as you made that previous game. And now your new game has this whole new language to it, which is really crazy, to me, as an artist. I know a little bit of coding, a little bit, not lots, but I know a little bit, and but I look at that as an artist, and I totally understand, right? Because like me as an artist, I understand like my whole like I don't know if we're going with a language metaphor, like my whole art language has changed so much over the years, like. It's crazy to think like how much more differently I see certain things in art than I did years ago, because I understand so much more of like the language, so to speak, right? Like, if we're going with the whole art is language too, and I really think it's really interesting, you know. I want to hear more about like people's experience with like how their coding language changed, or how they viewed their art. Because again, coding is art, right? Coding is super art. Like people are always surprised at me when I talk about how I think what I think is art and what I think is not art. Cough cough AI, cough cough. But I wanna like I just wanna say like I think making music is art, you know? And I think making books or like coding or like any sort of like process that involves like you making a new thing, so like pottery or like glasswork, that's all art to me, you know? But not AI. We don't count that because that's not human process. Like that's not a human making something with their minds and or like hands, right? That's just a human telling a robot to try to do it, and that's just not art to me. And anyone who says otherwise is probably gonna get banned from my chat. That's your warning. But yeah, I think a ton of things can like qualify as art. I'd love to try pottery sometime. It looks really fun, honestly. I would probably suck at it, just to be clear. My little pot would probably be super sad and not very good, but like I still want to try things like that, right? I even think I was telling this to someone like a couple weeks ago. I went to a friend's place and they had another friend over, and I was thinking about how I consider welding art, and they were super surprised at that, because they know I'm an artist, and they're like, "Well, your art's so good, like I can't believe you consider like what I do as an art," and it is. Oh, hi Ty. But yeah, I totally think welding, any sort of like cool thing, like doing things with like glass or like clay, really cool art. I've seen some of the stuff that people can make with metal, glass, and clay, and it all looks really neat and cool. Even sand. You know, have you ever seen those guys with like make like the really cool sand stuff with sand? That's art. Literally, that's art. A little doodle in the sand, good enough for me. It doesn't have to be complicated. But yeah, I'd really like to know, like, some, like, game devs' opinion on, like, how they think their art has changed in terms of coding. Like, you know. Ty, I was talking about how I think coding is, game coding specifically is, like, art. I was talking about how it's, like, it evolves, which is what I was talking about. Clay and metal and glass. That's what I'm yapping about. And a little bit about Deltarune, but I'm trying not to yap about it because I don't want to give spoilers accidentally. At least people yell at me on the internet. You want to know what I don't want to do? Avoid that. We want to avoid that the most we can. But yeah, speaking of art fight. Oh my god, I can never not talk about this when it's time. When it's near time. 'Cause shocker of all shocks, next Wednesday, I don't think I'm gonna be doing Stardew. I'll still be streaming, but I don't think it's gonna be Stardew. I think it just might be some art, if I can get it set up. We'll see. I'm gonna try. An attempt will be made. If not, I can always boot up some Aseprite, and you can watch me do some pixel art for people on Art Fight. So that's the plan for next Wednesday. And maybe I'll do a couple, like, more streams than just on Wednesday. Ho ho! Exciting, I know. Art Fight is a big time for me. But I finished all of my rush sheets and my little character icons, which is super exciting. I'm really excited about that. I think they all turned out really good. I'm starting to feel exhausted. Thank you, game. That's so cool. That's so awesome, game. I love that for me. That's me in real life. I love being exhausted in real life. Honestly, it's not that bad. I'm just a little stressed. I gotta make enough money to be able to go to a convention soon, and that's a whole process. But yeah. What else? I'm thinking about what to yap about. I finally decided to get my hands on the Spyro trilogy. Not the OG. Not the OG. The new ones. Because it's a dragon game, and I feel like, as a dragon, I'm, like, contractually obligated to play the dragon game. So, I'm excited to try my hand at that. I played a little bit of it, and then, I decided to put it down because, like, I was playing a bunch of other games at the time, and I just didn't really want to fit it in my game rotation. My game rotation right now is Stardew on Wednesdays specifically. Sometimes I'll play a little bit of Crash Out Crew in the mornings. A little bit of Deltarune, because I was playing it before the update came out, because I wanted to, like, remember all the things I had forgotten from the game. I gave up on trying to say the other word. Yeah. And Destiny. Playing Destiny. Destiny 2. The video game. Wow, game. How dare you give me an artifact in which I cannot do anything with. Crazy. But yeah. Those are my games from rotation right now, I'd say. It's Deltarune, Crash Out Crew, Stardew on Wednesdays, specifically, and then just Destiny for the rest of it. Though I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put Persona 3 on my game rotation pretty soon here. I wanna replay it, cause that's what I do with Persona games. I just replay them until I'm probably gonna replay those games until I die. That's not an exaggeration. I will just replay those games until life ends. They just have so much, like, value to me, which I talked about yesterday. So I'll try not to yap too much about it today. We're trying not to yap about the Persona too much. Listen, I got yelled at last time for yelling about Persona, so now I'm self-conscious, okay? Leave me alone. But yeah, art. I am gonna have to look into like the rules for that, because I know you can stream art fight attacks. I'm just not too sure how cool people are gonna be with that. We'll see. I'll figure it out. Hopefully. Don't quote me on that, but things are happening. I like that things are happening. I'm a very busy person during summer. It's very rare that I'm not busy during summer. Like, I've had to do things. I've had to visit people this month. I've had to do a bunch of art this month. I mean, that's usually every month. Art is just every month, but it goes to show. I'm just a busy person during summer. Mostly because like summer's the only time only time you can do stuff out here in Serb land. Because the rest of the months are just snow, and you can't really do much on snow. You know what I am hoping to set up for though this year or next year? I don't actually remember when it is, but there's a charity I'm hoping I can sign up for, and we'll do a 24-hour stream hopefully that day. That sounds kind of fun. I like suffering. Oh, I enjoy suffering. I'm gonna do some mining. I desperately need the mining experience. I'm gonna pet the chickens. They're so cute. Oh my god, bet you can eat one of the hays? I guess he couldn't find food. Unfortunate. We're gaming. I love gaming. Honestly, like, these little streams on Wednesdays have definitely added something to my life, you know? Wednesdays, they're usually such a boring day for me. There's usually nothing going on Wednesday for me. It's usually just I sit around and do art, or watch a movie, or watch anime. One of those things happen. But I think streaming has definitely, like, made things a lot more interesting for me. I really like doing it. More than I thought I would. Because a lot of people, they've always recommended me. They're like, hey, you can yap about stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I can competently yap. And they're like, you should stream. I think you'd be good at it. And I'm like, well, I don't know. It takes a lot of work and blah blah blah, blah blah blah. But I definitely like think this was like the right thing for me to do. If that makes sense. You know, who knows? Maybe I'll be doing it more. If I feel a little more motivated and start actually posting clips. That would be cool. Well, we're hoping for a bone sword, by the way. We're hoping and praying. Oh my god, my cat is now in my room. I know, it's very warm in here now. It's because the sun is now, like, pointed at the side my window's at, so now my room is like hot. But that's okay. We've got water. I'll live. It's not like so hot to the point of like turning my fan on, which would be bad because I'm pretty sure my mic would pick that up. So we're hoping I don't have to do that today. And we're supposed to get some rain, which will cool it down. That'll be nice. And, you know, the sun's not gonna be up, like, for much longer. I guess, like, maybe an hour or so, and then the sun will go down, and then it'll start cooling off. That'll be nice. God, the sprites. I must kill them. Destroy them. Get the iron. What are you doing, kitty? Huh? What do you think you're doing? She's lurking at my window and looking at me judgmentally. I hope she doesn't start biting at me because I'm yapping to myself. Usually she only does that if I start like yelling at the screen though. If I start like screaming at the screen, she'll come at me. She'll be like, bro, why you doing that? And she's right. Oh my god, like seeing little like, okay, talking about like gamer freakouts. I gotta say, like, I don't like watching those. I'm gonna be real, like, I like watching, like, when, like, people are, like, having, like, a really cool moment, you know, when they're celebrating, but if they're, like, yelling at the screen and, like, yelling a bunch of swears, like, I'm just not interested. Like, why? Like, I get, maybe being frustrated. Like, the gamer rage specifically is what I'm talking about, not necessarily, success. Like, I don't mind, like, if you're screaming about success, especially if you've done something, like, really cool. Like, if you're speedrunning, right? If you're, like, speedrunning and you're celebrating that, like, really cool time you got, like, go ham. Like, go off king/or queen, right? But, like, if you're just, like, having a crash out over something, I don't get it, you know? Like, the most I'll say if I've died in Destiny when I'm doing, like, any sort of PvP and I'm like, this game sucks. And then that's it. There's no, like, freak out. There's no, like, big fuck yous. It's just, you know, just, like, I get the mild frustration, but I don't have, like, a huge, like, you know, pity party about it, you know? People are weak sauce. Just be cooler, is what I say. Can I get a bone sword, pretty please, from any of these guys? No. Oh my god, it's a cat. Hello? What are you doing? Whoa, there goes my mouse. It's been yeeted off the freaking disc. Speaking of speedrunning, did you know that we are 6 frames away from beating, or I guess I say we, I'm not actually the one who's doing it. Disclaimer, I don't generally speedrun. I've done it like a couple times, but I don't do it like professionally or anything like that. But did you know, like, the person who's like speedrunning Mario right now, like the OG Mario, there is 6 frames away from getting the theoretical human perfect time, which is crazy to me. So if you don't know, people put together what's called a TAS, which is known as a tool-assisted speedrun. Yippee! And this is to showcase, like, what you can do if you have full control. So basically this allows you to frame input controls. I mean, if you don't know what a frame input is, it's basically, like, frame 1, you press A, Mario jumps. Frame B, like, you press, like, the directional stick, and then Mario would move. That's what the tool-assisted speedrun does, is allows you to control that jazz. And basically there's a tool-assisted speedrun done that's, like, human possible. Like, you can do it. Because there's some where, like, we can't do it as humans. It's just, like, the theoretical possible, right? But there's one that we as humans can do. A lot of people could, like, if I had, like, looked at it right now, if I looked it up, I could probably do Mario in under, like, brain thoughts, in under, like, 5 minutes. Maybe. With some practice, maybe. Don't, like, quote me on that, but, like, you know, you get the idea, right? It's really easy to do. But we're really close to the TAS. Or at least someone is. And I think that's really cool because the whole like point of speedrunning is that we want to go as fast as possible, you know? And if we do, like, if this person who's doing it with the Mario, like, does it, we like, that'll be monumental, because that means, like, the human race has, like, completed a game as fast as, like, humanly possible, which is the whole goal, you know? I think that's crazy, that we're super close to it. But yeah, I just wanted to yap a little bit about, like, that, and how I think it's really cool and neat, and I think more people should, like, I think more people should just watch speedrunning videos, to be honest. I think it's such an underrated, I mean, not so much anymore, like, but, like, before, like, like channels like Summoning Salt, I was a subscriber before any of you were, and I can prove it. I'm not even kidding, I was following Summoning Salt before he reached 1 mil. So, like, I've been there from the beginning. But I was watching it before this whole, like, speedrunner boom, you know? And I just think it's super cool what people can accomplish, and I think everyone should just, like, watch the videos, even if it's just, like, background music while you're cleaning. It's really interesting to hear about, like, these people's journeys into figuring out the most optimal paths. Even, Stardew Valley speedrunners, right? I don't even know how close they are to the tasks. But I can't imagine we're that close to it, because I think like a week ago I saw someone attempting one, and I think it was like 4 hours? It was more than 4 hours, I can't remember, but you get the idea, you know? You get it. But yeah. Really, really interesting stuff that I want to see more of. It's just people looking at speedrunning more. I sipped a bunch of water. I apologize if you all heard that. It's a hot day, okay? Leave me alone. On the topic of Stardew, I watched a guy, try to complete all the achievements. Looking frantically. All these guys, in order. Like, so he had to earn 50k, and then it was like 100k, and then million, and then another like 15 million. It was crazy. Crazy stuff. I think Yosh would watch that video. It was a really interesting video. Oh, it was for the luau. Hopefully my melons will be done by then, otherwise I have to catch a fish. But yeah, really interesting stuff. You talked about like why some like achievements weren't like you can't do them in order, either because of like game reasons, like I think for one of them, like it was the museum one, right? There's a museum one where it's like donate 15 items to the museum, which comes I think it's after. It was like this weird order, you know, where like when you complete the museum, and then 15 items donated. I bet you I could look at this one actually. Yeah, it's 40 different items to the museum. But before that, they want like before this. So before this comes the complete the museum. Or like, yeah, it's before this, so you can't get it in order, right? So it's stuff like that, right? Where it's like you can't, because the game puts it in a weird order. 7:30. Wow, it's still very early. Man, I like streaming like has definitely skewed my perception of time. I'm like, I feel like I've been going for an hour, and I almost have. I'm like 20 minutes off, but like I feel like it's been an hour and it hasn't. Which is, whew. I'm not that I'm super tired. I'll try to go for longer than I did last week. I want to make up for that. So bad. I feel bad for not being able to go as long as I'd like. I don't know. I've definitely gained a lot more. Ooh, yawn. I've definitely gained a lot more respect, though, for streamers who do this, like, for, like, 24 hours. I've seen, like, 24-hour streams, and I'm like, that is crazy. I could never. I could never. I said his like earlier this stream, I was like, hey, maybe I'll do a 24-hour charity stream. Listen, I say I could never, but I would put myself through that pain at least once if it's for charity. You know what I mean? I'll try anything once, as they say. And so goes everything else in this life. You could do anything once. If anyone's heard that saying before, you could do anything one time. Otherwise, suffer. I'm still excited to see when the update for Stardew is. Speaking of updates, oh my god. Man, a segue. Fields of Mystria is a game similar to this one. Similar, not the same. I've played it, so I know it's different. But its update, its like full release update, its 1.0 update is coming soon. And I cannot be more excited for it if I tried. Holy, am I excited. You can't see me, but I'm like shaking in my jimmies. I'm just so excited for it. Like, because I've been playing this game for a while now. And I'm ready for this 1.0 release, because that means we can marry people and have kids with them. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I love Fields of Mystria, Charlie. That like one clip. But yeah, I really like Fields of Mystria actually. And maybe I'll play it on stream for its 1.0 release as a little treat. As a little treat, you know. You might be wondering what I'm doing here, chat. And I'm gonna figure out. We're gonna tap some trees. Because we need the syrup for the silly community center. Oh my god, yawn, yawn, yawn. Yawn's all the way through. That's okay, Brain. We're not gonna go fishing. Instead, we are going to go slay some bugs, because I also actually need some copper. Some copper, because I'm quite desperate for it, apparently. I don't know why I put that in there. That was pretty stupid of me. Oops. It's okay, Chad, I'm a little dumb. I'm also a little tired, so leave me alone. I'll try to go longer, though. Like I said, I made that promise. I'm gonna go longer, though. And maybe we'll raid Vix in a couple hours, because I saw she was streaming. I'm so excited for that. I don't sound excited. I should sound more excited. I'm excited for it. I am. I'm pretty sure that was Ty leaving the chat, though. No, it's just me talking to my lonesome self. That's okay. I can only dream of getting to the heights of Queso. Truly. Queso mentioned on stream. Invoke the creature on stream. what I was thinking about actually when I was thinking about like gamers who like freak out over like winning something. I was thinking about the queso clip where he won at the Mecha Chameleon. It's the funny game where you are a little guy and you can draw on yourself and hide from whiskers. I don't know too much about the game, okay? Don't like don't come at me. That's what I was thinking about when I was thinking about gamers who have little meltdowns about winning or losing. He won. He had a little meltdown over it. I think it was pretty funny, actually. That's the kind of meltdown I want to watch someone have. I don't want to watch someone like crash out over like losing, because it's like not that big of a deal, you know? The game is meant to be enjoyed whether you win or lose. For Mecha Chameleon specifically. Like, I've seen people who like draw on themselves and they make themselves like into Spider-Man. And I'm like, that person's having fun. That person right there, they're having fun in the game. They know. They know how to have fun in that game. Or like I saw a clip where someone like drew themselves as Hulk and just like trolling the absolute shit over the hunter, just like speeding around him, and I'm like, this is really funny. That person knows what it's about, you know? I think it's really funny though that game is just like, you know, if you're an artist, you'll probably be good at this game. There's been a lot of those this year. Surprisingly. I am shocked with the amount of games that have come out this year that have been like, you better hope you're an artist, or you might just suffer a little bit. Because like Tomodachi Life came out, and it has a feature where you can like draw on knees. That's a whole thing. Yeah, Mecha Chameleons is one it's about. There's another drawing one I saw on Steam being advertised to me. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, lots of little drawing games out there, and I always like a good drawing game. You know, I want more drawing games because I always like it when game devs specifically really cater to like artists like that. Like, you can play Mecha Chameleon without being an artist, and I've always really appreciated that. Like, if you're an artist, like, you're gonna get rewarded for that. But even if you're not, you can still win, you know, if you play your cards right, you know, if you're smart, you can still win, which is nice. I always really like games like that. Or like Tomodachi Life, right? Like, you might, you can make a little villager, a little guy, you know? And you don't have to be an artist for that. It might look nicer if you're an artist, but that's it. I've always really liked games that are like, Marvel Rivals, actually. This is like on topic. I promise. But it's a free game. And the only things you have to pay for are cosmetics. Like, I want more games like that. You know? I want more games that are like free to play, and the only like paid for thing is like cosmetics. More games like that, please. Like, when are we gonna get more games that are like that, truly? I just want more games that are like that. Destroy the slimes. We're really just here to beat up some bugs, though, because I need the fishing bait. I'm running very low at home, and that's not good. That's not good. And I don't have anything to do, and I don't have anything to make the bug bait because I don't have gold. Because I'm a cheapskate now. That's a joke. For anyone who's wondering, I am a cheapskate. I only buy games when they're on sale. I'm a scrub like that. Listen, if game devs want me to pay for their game, then don't put it on sale. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wait. I mean, I try not to do it with indie games specifically. I try to only do it if it's like a major game, like a big game. Like Forza. Like, I want to play the silly car game, but I think I'm definitely gonna wait for it. Because, for me, everyone always forgets that those games for me are more expensive than they are for you by about $10. So instead of it being an $80 game, it's a $90 game for me. And you might not think that's a big difference. You might just think it's $10. It's a $10 difference. Yeah, it builds up over time though. It just makes me a little sad every time I see it. Game prices in general make me a little sad to see, you know? I'm glad GTA 6 is only gonna be $80. I guess $90 for me. But $80 for most people. And I think that was like what everyone expected. Because ever since Nintendo like priced their games at like $80, it's really blown the lid off for other big companies. I think that's gonna definitely contribute to like the indie boom. I mean, the indie boom is happening, but I think it's definitely gonna just like make things worse. In my opinion, better, but yeah, but like, you get the idea, right? Like, I just think it's gonna perpetuate things more. I don't think it's gonna help big game companies to price their games at $80 or $90, you know? And like it's not helping. Like you can see in the numbers, it's really not helping. You know, like I think GTA 6, it's gonna do fine. Like statistically speaking, it's gonna do fine. Mostly because a lot of people want it. You know, but like I think for games like it doesn't make as much sense to me for like Forza. Like why is your game? Why do I have to pay like more than like $50 to customize my car, to drive a silly car? Like, especially if like there's no like, I think my other big problem with like big game companies right now is like the online stuff, because like I think you have to be online to play the funny Forza car game, which is already a huge turn off for me. It's like, are you like, let me play offline. I'm really sad to see that, like, I mean, not that, like, Stop Killing Games has failed, but that, like, it's definitely being limited in its scope. They're not getting as much as they'd want. I mean, they're still getting stuff, which is good. But I definitely wish we were getting a little more, you know? And all because the big companies said, please don't, and people listened. For some asinine reason. Money is probably the reason, but we're not gonna speculate on that. But yeah, I'm really a little tired of like big full price games, just in general. Can we get a gold star? No. We got a silver star. I guess I'll take it. Question mark. I was hoping for a gold star, but that's okay, cause we got this. I sold it, didn't I? I did mean to sell it. We don't actually want to sell it. It's for the thingamajiggy. The thingamajiggy. The festival thingy that we're going to go to today. I'm so glad I upgraded my water can. Because look how easy this is going to be. Water some peppers. Water these. Water those. Yippee. All done. Not really. We still have a few more crops to go, but it's the thought that counts, you know? And then tomorrow we're gonna fetch some seeds. What kind of seeds, you might be wondering? We're gonna grab some corn. I like corn seeds, but also because corn is like the best crop in the game. Okay, not the best, but it's a good crop to have. It makes some money. It does some. Plus, it lasts till the next season. I always like that, you know. And now we can sell a bunch of this. There we go. Jeez. We're gonna refill the one can. And we're gonna pet the dog. I like how under my Twitch thing it's still like Ty's message, which is like new, and it's like, it's really not though, but you know, thanks Twitch. Very helpful. Very, very cool. We're gonna pet our chickens as well. There's one chicken. 2 chickens. Crazy. We're gonna grab the eggs and place them gently. I didn't mean to grab that egg. I guess we have it now. Yippee! The luau has begun at the beach. Wait for me. I have to do so much in the morning now, which is good. I like having things to do in the morning in Stardew. I always really like starting my days in Stardew. It's just like water plants, except for in winter. Winter is just like mining until I cannot mine. And occasional fishing in winter too, but mining is the main one. I still think my favorite season in Stardew is winter, actually, because you get to do a bunch of like clearing up your farm, all that good stuff, you know? I'm gonna talk to my future wife here. You will become my wife, Leah. Soon. I don't say that within earshot with her, by the way. That's not a character. but I think it in my mind. I'm like, this girl, she's awfully cute. She's awfully redheaded, which is also cute. I think girls with all kinds of hair colors are pretty cute. Did you know? And you'll never know if it's you or if it's not, because my character can shapeshift. You fools. I'm one step ahead. Always one step ahead. We'll at least get a good response, by the way. I know we're gonna get a good response, because that's what I try to prepare for. I don't think we're gonna get the best, though. Vincent, is it a good dancer? I can't imagine a tiny little child would be a good dancer. I remember when I went to a wedding, and I was like 12, and a bunch of the other kids danced with me. We were not very good, but you know what? That wasn't the important part. The important part was that we were having fun. Don't get me wrong, the adults definitely tried to tried to teach me how to properly dance. It did not go very well because I was very impatient. I was like, I don't want to learn how to do this. I know how to line dance now, though. Because I learned it in school, and it was like the most useless thing I've ever learned in school. That I still remember how to do. I think I'm salty about it. That's the thing I remember from school? Not the, like, you know. A smile. Yeah, we got the good response. Not the excellent response, just the good. Yeah, we got the good response. Not the excellent response, which is the one I was looking for, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll just have to wait till next year. Pet that dog. I'm gonna pet that dog. Did not make much money. That's okay. We weren't looking for the money today. The money was not the goal today. The bookseller isn't today. Ah, very good. Oh, we get a stormy day tomorrow. That's exciting. Whoa, crops. Hello, crops. Holy crops. Hello. Okay. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna start with this. I gotta really lock in here. Sorry if I don't yap a lot here. I'm just gonna harvest all of these crops. Holy! I did lose a plot of land here. That's okay though. What we were looking for is this. We gotta water all these crops. I woke up today with all the crops ready. And then I'm gonna grab some corn seeds. Again, sorry if I don't yap right now. I'm very locked in with watering crops. Whenever I yap and water crops, it just does not go well for me. Usually end up wasting a lot of energy if I didn't have to. Pet the dog. I will deposit my eggs in those mayonnaise jars. There. Pet the chicken. Where's the other chicken? Here he is. Hey, buddy. And I think I'm also gonna take that book. I didn't read it. I don't think I read it yesterday. I'm gonna just put it in a chest. I did read it. That's unfortunate. I should have kept it in there. Looks have pretty good value. Anyways, we're gonna do the thing today. Oh my god, excuse me. I'm gonna drink more water. It's very warm. I'm so happy. I got a new water bottle. Which is good. The reason I need a water bottle, not just like a glass, is because my cat tries to drink out of the glass. we don't need that, okay? And trust me, she has a water source that she could just drink out of. She just doesn't. I don't know why. It's there. She could eat it. She could do it. But she doesn't. And it makes me just want to cry. Oh. Gonna grab some corn. It's gonna be so great. All this forage too. I'm gonna make a lot of money today. Or at least I'll make some. I'm gonna guess around like 15k. 1,500, by the way. Not, you know, 15,000. I know I shouldn't say 15. That's wrong. Wrong. Hello, Pierre. I would like your corn seeds. I'm here to ransack your whole cabinets. I'll take 7. I'm not gonna say the other number. You don't get the satisfaction of that, chat. I did it yesterday. Not yesterday. Last stream. God damn it. Not streaming every day, jeez. Whew. Grab this person. Or not person. Wow. Sweet pea. I'm thinking. Again, I'm very EP, but I'm gonna go longer today. I said I would, and I'm gonna. We're locking in on that. Look at those seeds. And they'll get automatically watered, which will be nice. We got our first sprinkler, chat. Very exciting times. I get to sell the rest of this, which is also very exciting times. Oh my goodness! Sneeze! Oh my god! Oh my goodness. That definitely woke me up. Might also grab a snack. Might do a BRB pretty quick here, so I can grab myself some munchies, so I'm not falling asleep on chat here. We'll try not to eat. No eeping challenge. I think I'll try to go to 8:30. Oh, hello. That's a lot of forage on the beach. It's a lot of forage on the beach. Oh, wow. Crazy. Alright. Grab that. Grab that. And grab that. Ta-da! We did the thing. Oh, no wonder it's lots of forage. It's the forage day for the beach, which technically lasts a few days, but we don't care. We don't care. No, we do care about grabbing more bait. I am so low on bait. It's upsetting. I mean, we refilled it, so like it's not terrible, but it's also not good. Not great, not terrible, as I would say. In a land far off. Look at this sea, it's so green. I love how green it is because it looks like an algae lake, and those are just like, I mean, I don't like going in them, but I think looking at them is cool. It just reminds me of home, you know? Just reminds me of home. You see a lot of these kinds of lakes out where I'm from, so like, these just feel very like familiar and, I don't know, comforting, I guess. Like, I wish this would last a little longer. I do wish, like the water could change color. Maybe it does, like, during seasons. I think it does. But I do wish that, like, the water during summer, looked a little warmer. Maybe we'll see that for the next farm type. I'm still holding out hope for the swamp farm type. Ever since someone mentioned it, I'm like, that'd be such a cool idea for a farm. And now I want it. And I'm sure so, you know what, if we don't get it, I'm sure someone will make a little mod for it. I think I want to, one of these days, I'll get back into Stardew Valley mods. I'm definitely gonna install the voice mods. That's gonna be like my first one, because I wanna hear these people talk. You know? I wanna hear these people yap. It's only the spouses, but I think it adds a lot to this game, especially for people who like have disabilities. Like, I think stuff like voice mods are so important to games like Stardew Valley, or like any sort of game that like is text only, you know, because it really limits what you can and can't see in the game. Yawn, yawn, yawn. Well, that's all I'm doing. The yawnster. I'm trying not to. The anchor. I'm gonna put that in here, actually, because, yeah. Yeah! We still have time in the day. hoping we could do this. I can't wait to see how much money we make today. Holy. It's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of money to be made today. I think I'm gonna do some more fishing over here. I'm still thinking about, you better not have unplugged yourself. I'm gonna come over there, VR headset, and yank you. I won't, but like, the threat is there. But I really do hope that the farm type is gonna be like a swampy theme. We won't know until it happens. Or like, I think I wouldn't say no to like something like a challenge farm, like the beach farm. I mean, not like another beach-like farm, but like just like another farm that's like a challenge like that, you know? I think it would be pretty cool. Also, we got our first iridium fish. I'm sorry, don't sound more excited about that, but it is not really a big deal to me. I know iridium fish sell for more. We're getting mostly silvers. Thank you, Bubbles. Very cool. Man, someone pointed out to me that we used to be able to get like tiered seaweed and algae. Like, so you used to be able to get algae, but like as like a silver or like iridium. And I remember that. That's how long I've been playing this game. I mean, I've been playing this game before, I mentioned this before, but I've been playing this game before the Ginger Island. Which for a lot of people was like crazy to hear. They're like, you've been playing before like perfection was like, it's like this huge thing. I'm like, I know. It is pretty crazy. I can't remember what update I've been playing since. It was definitely before you could move the greenhouse. I can't remember like what the last update I played on was. I'd have to look, you know. I've been playing since before the beach farm came out. I'm pretty sure it was like right around when multiplayer was like finally enabled. When you could finally do multiplayer on here was when I started playing. Oh, oh no, the fish. Sad. I can't wait to go back through my YouTube and find the clip where I'm like, I'm so good at fishing, and then just have a compilation of me failing fishing. Oh, big yawn. One more day. I can do one more day. Why do I have that in my head? Brain. We don't want to get struck down. Not that would count. Not that would count, but you know. It's... Bruh. I cannot believe that is in my head right now. It's still in my head, shockingly. It's just, it won't go away. Ooh, big yawns. Soon, buddy, I know. Streaming is a tiring process which requires work. We're working on it, you know? I'm gonna eat and figure out how much money. Let's see how close I was. To live. I think. Anyways, we made way more than 15k. It was 3,000, 3k. It's raining today. Oh, that's funny. I hope I can make friends with Caroline soon. I want that recipe for tea saplings. I want that big chest recipe too, soon as well. Yawn. All we're doing. All we do is yawn. At least that's a different song than the one I had in my head. Ooh, big egg. I actually think we need this. Yes, we do. Okay, I can't actually process that. I'm sorry. I need to keep this egg for the community center. And make another chest. We're running out of room. It's becoming a problem. Let's all do this. If I'm quiet, it's because I'm looking through what I need to do. I'm very locked in the chat, I'll say. Here we go. Alright, we have handled the chest mess for now. I'll have to go in again, eventually. But it's mostly solved. Gonna take my mushrooms. Also, I think I'm gonna go grab a barn from Robin. What do I need for a barn? Stardew Valley Wiki, yes. A barn. 350 wood, 150 stone. Oh, that's not what I'm pressing, game. I know, will you protect the mouse? Can you, please? Please. Okay, so the left. So, 150. 150. actually exciting. I can't wait to get my barn. I can afford it, and I want to go grab one. I don't know where we're gonna fit it. I'll find a place. Oh my god, the keks outside are screaming. Please no. People can hear that. Guys, please be quiet. Oh my god. It happened. I said be quiet and they stopped yelling. Crazy. Anyways. Barn time, baby. It's barn time. Barn can go right here. Have fun, Robin. I am leaving your presence to go mine. We're really close to the bottom. I think I'm gonna go for that. Plus I want gold. Because then I'll be able to craft sprinklers. Which is a huge game changer. This automates the everything. Hello, sir. Can you... Thank you. Yay! We slayed a slime! I guess I have to be a lot more careful down here, because, yeah, damage down here is no joke. Oh, we cooked that. Awesome. And it's dead. Excellent. Oh, you fool, I blocked. I'm so good at this game. I was hoping that wasn't going to be a topaz, but yeah, we work with what we got, okay? We're really just going for enough gold to get the minecart. Hey, where do you think you're going, buddy? Yeah, that's what I thought. You died. You died. Emerald. I think that's what we're looking for, actually. Oh, a ladder. But we're looking for more gold. To become rich, obviously. That was super lucky, holy. I was like, there's no enemies on here. Uh-oh, we might be cooked. Just kidding. Ladder. Okay, now we might be a little cooked here. Mine this rock. Nope, no ladder. Unfortunate. No ladder. Oh, there is an enemy. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Is that the only enemy, though? It looks like it. Once we get to these parts of the mines, it's hard to tell what is a rock crab and what isn't a rock crab. Anyways, we're gonna handle what's around here first. Ah, a ladder. Excellent. Oh, hey, buddy. I'm hoping to get a little more gold than 10. Hey, we got a thing there. And diamonds. Wow! Take a hit. Ooh, gold bar. Cool. We can use that in the community center. Anyways, I want to grab these diamonds. Become super rich. I'm rich. Not really. I mean, diamonds, they actually sell terrible in this game. But they certainly don't make you rich. At least in my opinion. part of the moneymaker. They're just like not the primary source. Primary source is cheese. We're not even close to cheese though. If I can get to 490, it will be a miracle, but also I'm hoping that's the level I make it to. You know what I need before streams? I need like a bar of coffee crisp for that little caffeine boost. Just like chocolate in general would be very appreciated. Because that's usually how I wake up myself when it's like too late in the day for a coffee, but you know, I'm still looking for a little bit of a caffeine boost, so juice is good for that. I like having juice for it. You know, like I said, a good chocolate bar certainly is not a bad idea for me. Tea just puts me to sleep, fun fact. Tea is just like the ebenatinger. Just makes me tired. More tired than what I am. Oh my god, why? That was my waking up noise. Did y'all like my waking up noise? It was horrible, I hated it, but you know. The gems. I don't think I've seen this many gems before on any of my cave runs. Interesting. I must be on a good luck day or something. I'd like those gems. Yes, please. They sell for quite a bit of money early game. We're still pretty early game. The gems are worth a sell. Hello. And goodbye, old blade. And now, the finale. No, not really. God, Star Trek done to me. Whenever like the end of season or like finale happened, it was like, and now the conclusion. And this has lived in my brain now, rent free. It will never go away. Just exist with, and now the conclusion. Forever. Endless, and now the conclusion. Whenever I think of, like, ending something. We're gonna do the thing, though, first. We gotta do the thing. We're gonna poke this thingy. I'm gonna poke it. And I'm gonna put this in there. And then I'm gonna go in here. And we're gonna put this in here. Yeah. And then we're gonna go in here. And we're gonna put this in there. Wow. And we can basically finish this bundle now. Oh, what a little magnet ring. It's so sad. And I'll take the lucky lunch. We'll finish that tomorrow. Oh, I will actually buy this. We will need it for later. I like how the one Jumino bundle is just money. No words, just money. Why? Money. I watched I watched a streamer. Was it a streamer? It might have been just a YouTuber. who made a video about um, can you complete all the bundles without like making money? And I was like, well, you kind of already like kind of can't. Turns out you kind of can, kind of, with some you know little tricks here and there to mitigate the whole like desert bundle. Plus, they were just like, we're not counting the desert bundle, and I'm like, okay, fair enough, all right. Oh, yawn. All I do is yawn. Oh, these can go in here. No. These can go in here, actually. I'm actually gonna grab... No, I'm not. We've got 5 of each gem, which is what I usually like to do, as I like keeping 5 or a few of each and selling the rest. It was a neutral day. Oh, lucky day. Interesting. Anyways. Okay, not bad. It is time, though. Who is streaming? Following? Is Vix still streaming? Vix is not still... Oh, they are. Okay, good. I'm gonna go do this. Alright, bye Chad. Bye. Thank you for coming to the stream.